finally getting to talk about the pigs that I got the other week. Now, I've been really looking forward to doing this recap. I just haven't had time to get in front of the camera and talk about it, but now I've got a great opportunity, so I'm going to try and keep the story short so you can enjoy the footage from the thermal scope and see what played out. The footage from the thermal scope was about half an hour long, so I've really cut it down so you just get how the evening started and how it finished after I got the couple of pigs. So I'll give a quick sort of in-depth recap as to what happened, try and fill in some blanks so you can understand what's going on. But I hope you enjoy the footage. So how it started was I was called out to this property because there was a pest wreaking havoc for the property owner, and I was hoping to target that and dispatch it. However, I also saw an opportunity to do a little bit of filming and revise some of the footage from episode 2 where I was identifying kangaroos at distance using the black hot colour palette. Now, I realised after putting that footage up that it wasn't great. You couldn't really see the kangaroos. At the time through the scope you could, but the footage online, it wasn't that great in the video. So I saw an opportunity. There were some kangaroos at about 800 meters away. Again, very rough estimate, that's how far they were. But in amongst those kangaroos, and this is where I got distracted, there were 2 heat signatures that were quite large. I knew there were cows in the area, but I couldn't see any others at the time. And given that there were kangaroos nearby, it was like, too small to be a cow, but too big to be a wombat. I'm pretty sure it's pigs. So I finished filming, flicking through the colour palettes, and then I immediately got on the phone to the property owner just to confirm her boundary line, because I don't normally hunt in those paddocks that I could see these heat signatures in. So I just wanted to confirm that the next fence over was definitely her property boundary. And when I mentioned that I thought they were pigs, I got off the phone to her and she immediately got on the phone to the neighbouring property just to see if we could get me permission to cross over if they were pigs, because they've also been having issues with pigs themselves. So I've advanced, I've got to the next fence line, and you'll see there's a little bit of audio commentary in the footage from the thermal as well. So I'll be saying, look, okay, I'll just go check my phone, which I did, and I got confirmation from the neighbouring property that, yep, if it was pigs, to go for it and give them hell. So I've crossed over, and there were 2 pigs. I just really wanted to get close enough because I could be 100% certain that they were pigs, because I've never encountered feral pigs before at this time. And the last thing I want to do is go and pull the trigger on something and it turns out to be someone's prize cow. So I've always got to have that 100% certainty visually through the scope and in my mind that my target is what I think it is. So I just want to close the gap, get 100% target identification on this animal. Then once I've done that, I chose which one I was going to go for. And I'll try to do this in the editing, but if you slow the footage down and just watch it a couple of times, you can definitely hear the impact of the round on the pig just before he squeals and runs off. So I have made connection with him, but it just wasn't a lethal shot. So he's run off. I've quickly loaded up. I'm running a 4-round mag. I had 2 more 4-round mags in my pocket, and I've tried to make a couple more follow-up shots on him, and not only were they terrible, if you've watched my last video, I did make a mention I don't like to shoot animals on the run because it's just not something I'm confident with. I like to close the gap and make shots on vital parts as best I can at close to different distances when they're not moving. I will occasionally take the longer shot, but it's not something I particularly like to do. So I've made some really bad follow-up shots on this pig, and he's just made off in a direction that was going too far away and up into the hills. So at this point, I've also managed to identify another group of 3. Again, I just want to close that gap and be sure that's definitely what they were. And I was able to get really close to these pigs. Unfortunately, one of them, and this is where issues I was having with my tripod I'll talk about in a minute. I was having some issues with my tripod, and I was finding it very difficult to get a steady shot on one of these pigs. And unfortunately, it took 4 rounds before this pig went down. The second pig, however, a lot cleaner. I was able to get a nice clean headshot on it, and it dropped instantly. So I was really happy with that. So what I was saying, I was having issues with this bog pod death grip. Now, really cool quick story about this bog pod was that it was given to me by a good friend of mine. He recently bought himself a thermal scope a Infiray Ricoh TH50R V2 off my recommendation, and in that he was able to get a discounted sale, and he took advantage of that discount and got himself a new tripod, and in doing so repaid me for the advice and gave me his old bog pod. So I was very grateful for that. The issues I was having with it was this tripod, if you don't have it perfectly level, when you pan left to right, doesn't matter, you'll start to become unlevel through your optic. That wasn't the major issue I was having. The major issue I was having was one of the legs was coming loose and it just kept shrinking on me. So not only was I trying to keep it steady, but it was also dropping on me. So I was trying to keep the tripod up as well as level. The other issue I had was the rotation lock on it was seizing up for some reason. I had it quite loose, but it was just very hard to get a smooth motion on it. You'd go to move and you'd find yourself having to push it, and it would jump. It was just a nightmare for the first night out for it. So you can see I've removed the clamping system. I've bought myself online a ArtSize MB44 ball head. Now this is rated for 25 kilos, so it should be more than ample for my rifle. I'm just waiting on a sleeve that I can put into the bog pod so I can get this mounted on and start using it. All right, so there's a little bit more that happened this evening regarding a fox, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to break this video into two parts. So episode 3 is going to be part 1, episode 4 is going to be part 2, and in part 2 I'll include the full length of the range identification, flicking through the different color palettes from tonight. And I did it a second time, so I'll include that footage and then I'll just tag on the what happened with that fox in the next video. So this is the second time I'm filming this now. There were some things I wanted to talk about. I've probably missed those things, but I don't get a lot of opportunities to do these recordings, so I'm just going to run with what I've filmed here and now. If I've forgotten anything, I'll put it in the video description. But if you've got any feedback, if you like the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know if there's anything anyone recommends in the comments. Otherwise, I'll roll the footage from the thermoscope now, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks. So the last video I put up, someone kindly commented and just asked if I had chosen any other color palettes to better identify targets at longer distances. And to be honest, after watching the footage back, I realised myself, it's very hard to see what it is you're looking at in black hot at a longer distance. The reason why I was using black hot is because I personally like the definition it gives for my style of shooting. Now, fuck, you know what, that could be a pig. Anyway, oh, that could be a pig. I might go for a walk and check that out. So I called the property owner, and I apologise, sorry, tripod's not level. Jeez, given the size of the kangaroos that are just in the background to that, oh damn, I'm pretty confident that's a pig. And that one too. Oh, there could be a couple more in the background there. Damn it. See kangaroos. It's pretty sure, yeah, kangaroo. Yeah, damn, that's gotta be pigs. I've just got to check my phone to see if I've had word from the property owner, because I'm going to call the neighbouring property to see if I did spot pigs, if I could take them. So I've got to check that I've got permission, otherwise I can't take a shot. And to be honest, I'm going to get closer because I need to be 100% certain that those are pigs before I pull the trigger. Alright, I've had confirmation from the neighbouring property owner saying that yes, if they are pigs, go for it. So I'm going to try and make my way down closer and get a 100% positive ID, because like I said, I do not want to take a shot if I cannot confidently ID pigs.
If you're wondering why I'm a bit hesitant, this is the first time I've encountered feral pigs anywhere, let alone this property, so I am a bit nervous, but I also want to do my best, so wish me luck. Looks like pigs to me. Yeah, definitely pigs. Sorry if it's gone blurry, I'm just trying to focus it a bit nicer. Okay, gotta be about 100 metres away. Alright, safety off. Change my mind, we go for the one on the right. Wait for it to pull up for a second. Fuck yeah. He's getting too far away now. No, fuck. Yeah, you get those moments where you're like, shit, did I have the right rifle profile? I definitely do. Okay, he hasn't gone too far. There looks like another couple there. I'm gonna see if I can move up and go for them. Fuck. Can't believe I missed him. Alright. Okay, still there. The other one's going for still there too. Yeah, no, I just need to get closer. Just to confirm that it's definitely pigs. If I could get that big guy, that'd be better. But he's making his way out of here. I'm gonna try and get a bit closer to these three. I'm pretty confident it's pigs. This fucking tripod. One of the legs has come loose on it for some reason. It's not staying up on me. Yeah, definitely pigs. Okay. I don't know if I've got to reload it up. I just need him to stop for a second, come on. Oh, come on. On that tree. Okay, I'm at the fence. Ah, man. This kangaroo. Oh, fuck. You're better than this, Cam, come on. Okay. You need to put a better shot on the big one. Okay. Just breathe, Cam, breathe. Alright. Been recording for almost half an hour now. Oh, big one's moving. Fuck. I just need to put a headshot on that one just to put it down. Come on, turn. It might last round too. Alright, I'm going to dismount the tripod, leave it here. Just go see if I can get these two